Thanks for joining us. I'm Paula Ebben with a WBZ News update. Our top stories: blogger Aidan Kearney, who goes by the name Turtle Boy, has made his first court appearance after being arrested on charges of witness intimidation in the John O'Keefe murder case. A judge released him on personal recognizance and ordered him to stay away from the people he's accused of harassing. If he violates that condition, he would be put in jail. Kearney has been writing for months about the case and recording himself while confronting witnesses. A special prosecutor who's handling the case said in court that Kearney has been sending messages to witnesses in the O'Keefe case, which they found harassing. But his defense says he's just giving his opinion. Karen Reed is accused of hitting O'Keefe with her car and leaving O'Keefe to die in a blizzard back in January of last year. The third suspect has now been named in the shooting in Holyoke last week, which killed an unborn baby. Kermith Alvarez is wanted in connection with the shooting. The unborn baby died after its mother was hit by gunfire while she was sitting on a public bus. Police say Alvarez and two others got into a fight when the shooting started. Anyone with information should call state police. The other two suspects are already in custody. There is some good news for Green Line riders. The MBTA is resuming service at Union Station in Somerville ahead of schedule. The service was suspended so that MassDOT could work on the Squires Bridge. Construction was expected to take 42 days, but MassDOT says it was able to modify the schedule to get it down to just 25. And more good news, the sun is out today, no rain, and temperatures are very comfortable out there, a little bit warmer. Let's get a check of the next weather forecast with meteorologist Jason Mikell.
No rain we're expecting today. Perhaps a couple sprinkles here. That easterly view is just looking absolutely magnetic for us here on this Wednesday afternoon. Mid-60s right now, friends. I think we're going to climb to the upper 60s here. Current wind speeds, look at that. We're raking it in from the south-southwest right now, roughly about 8 to 10 miles per hour. Look at Providence. They're coming about a 15 mile per hour max sustained wind as well. For the next few hours, temperatures will kind of hang out in the mid to upper 60s. So yes, we are slightly above norm, at least for this time of year, but we'll be back in that near normal territory in terms of overnight lows overnight tonight. So we'll lock it in at about 67, maybe 68 degrees, 1 or 2 degrees warmer. It won't be a major threat for us here. We'll keep it with a mix of sun and clouds with overnight lows again flirting back into the mid to upper 40s. Some areas along the coastline there will likely be around 50 degrees or so, and we'll likely rake in a couple areas of some patchy fog overnight tonight. Tomorrow morning around 50 degrees around sunrise times, again in the mid to low 60s for afternoon high temperatures. Some areas may mimic what we're doing today and also do it again tomorrow. So again, for this time of year, we'll take it. We'll stick with the milder temperatures in the overnight and the cool, chilly weather in the overnight lows as well. As far as cloud cover out there, so this is what we're still dealing with here. This system is really not wanting to get out of here. I mean, let's just go ahead and put that out there. It is still kind of meandering here. Some scattered shower activity. Even on earlier in the week, we had some wintry mixing on in southern Canada, Quebec, in the Ontario region. Some of those cloud covers continuing to spray the I-95 corridor from New York all the way up through Connecticut, Rhode Island, the Boston metro, New Hampshire, even Vermont, picking up some of those isolated shower activity and even some of that cloud cover. Rain chances for the weekend. Saturday afternoon heading into the early hours for us on Sunday. This is what the system looks like, at least at this point. And so we've kind of color coded some of the areas that we're expecting sort of the heaviest rainfall. Rain likely steady and also heaviest mainly towards the South Shore, flirting around the southern Connecticut, even Providence, some of the Cape and the islands picking up some moderate to heavy rainfall. And I believe it is likely going to be a bit more of a light shower activity, maybe more of a nuisance, kind of like we had last Saturday, if you may remember. Some couple moderate to heavy rain showers that moved through, and then it was just gray for the rest of the day. That is a similar narrative that we're talking about on Saturday. There's a better chance for rain concentrated on early Sunday. So let's role play here and keep the clock moving a little bit forward for us on Sunday. Notice this low pressure, again, moving out towards the coast. So this coastal low, again, remember, areas of low pressure rotate counterclockwise. So we're likely to fetch even more moisture coming back in for the Boston metro for the early half of us on Sunday. That system, again, will likely meander just a little bit off the coastline and call it throw back a few showers or so, maybe late in the day on Sunday into early Monday and Tuesday of next week. It may seem to you like we've had a very, very wet summer, and by and large, The perspective of that is true. It does feel like that. For October, we haven't really had that much, at least at this point. Saturday was the biggest threat for some rain that we picked up. And look at this. So far, we've gotten a little bit over 40 inches or so. Yearly average is 43.5. So we are really coming neck and neck with that number, and we're definitely going to add even more of that coming in for the weekend. Here's that next 7. Again, getting through the rest of the week, pretty much on a milder note, mid to upper 60s, some low 60s expected on Friday. We're going to cool things back down. We'll add in a little cloud cover as well, but it still feel like fall outside. 50s expected for the weekend heading into early next week, all because of that system that will continue to stick around across the region, Paula. And again, once we get into early next week, it'll just be some nuisance showers that we'll have to contend with. But with the 50s in the daytime, the 40s in the overnight, that spread between the overnight and daytime temperature will not be as vast for us.
I'm Paula Ebben. This has been a WBZ News Update.